I just finished putting in these concrete sidewalks. This is going to be called Float Finish Part 4. But I'm not really going to concentrate on float finishing because I did some steps on the other side and I came up with brick and mostly forming and using a screed key. So I'm going to show you how I did it. Here we go. Well, today we're going to rip these sidewalks out. It's all because half of them are blacktop. That's too high. These are low. They're sunk down. I'm going to get rid of that step. Anytime you're putting sidewalks in, and you could avoid steps because in the winter you fall over them. If you can make a ramp, so we're going to eliminate this step and make this whole area in here higher because the grass is higher on both sides. You see what I mean? You got to look at it and then work it from there. Just going to rip the step up, that's all. See that? Save them brick are good. The existing sidewalks are 4 feet across. And I went around and they're all different sizes. I want it to go like this way. So let's change everything here. Alright. I put a line up, dropped a 6.5-inch step there, and I came over to here. I'm going to measure 5 inches down for my gravel, put 2-3 inches of gravel underneath it. This out on the ground again. See where it splits, you gotta over the top of the splits. Same thing as another video, get it all lined up, and then we move it. I'll show you what's going on. Got to match this sidewalk right here. So I stretch the line, you see that line I'm pointing at, goes all the way down to make sure everything's going to match up. Right here, on this line, I'm going to put my screed key and show you how I do that. So when you're using, I call it screed key, I'm going to leave some things. This is going to be my marker, so I always get a piece of vice grips to hold it. See what I mean? Then you can get it right where you want it without it twisting. Right there. Same thing with this one. Put it in the vice grips the way you want to do it. There. This is the key part of it. It's right on top of there. Use the wooden part of the hammer. It gets down right even. Right even with that line and where you want to be. Now, there's a lot of ways you could cut them. I just use a metal blade like this. Now I got a cutoff wheel for a metal, and usually you got to press the button on one of these things. Get that off of there. Make sure it goes on like that. Good. That's the way I do it. Put it all on. Okay, get that metal blade. Okay, now I got all my screed key in and I got it all divided up, and now I'm going to mix a little cement and pack it around that screed key. I usually go get myself some Fast drying cement for that street key. Mix it up. Okay, get that cement. Packing around that key in the corners. That's the only thing keeps it from moving. I just cement them around the pins, just like that. This side, that side, and the back side. That holds that in place because, as far as I'm concerned, that other stuff don't work. Here comes the concrete truck. I usually deal with the same people.
The concrete up, boys. I got it on the back now.
Okay, back it up on us, Mike.
You got it. Go on and mix it, sir.
Okay, in between.
Okay, you got it.
I'm putting lines in it today because the other one has lines in it and I'm matching it. Today, for some reason, this concrete is easy to finish. A lot of people put in a lot of different designs, worked with hundreds of masons, you can do all the fancy stuff, you know. I just like it simple. I want to say, put all my street keys in. You don't have to be measuring or anything. They're already there. Put them in and I'm done. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Most he called me. What do you think? Well, he texted me first. I told him yet. That's all. I'll wrap it up. Yeah. No problem, John. Anything you want.
Think your sand is crazy. You gotta go pay for 2 scoops?
Yeah.
Huh?
This forms off. So I'm just going to talk about that job a little bit. Where I live in Pennsylvania, and I put in front of my videos where I'm from, Pennsylvania. Not that you know where I live, but I want you to know where the job was done. Because a lot of stuff that I do here, they don't do in other places. A lot of places they do in Florida or Orange County or wherever they're doing it, doesn't work here. Stamped concrete. If I lay stamped concrete, the weather in the winter time, when you're snow shoveling it, it's still got, in those grooves, you still got snow and ice, and it gets in there and sooner or later it pops off. Same thing with fancy finishes. And when I put my sidewalks in, I always never put it flat. I always go a little bit this way, a little bit that way, a little bit down, a little bit up. Something so the water goes right off it. I don't want the water laying on it and freezing in the winter time. And just to prove that, I'm going to show you what our weather is like in the winter time, and then I'll continue. So here's a point I want to make, and I show this once in a while in most of my videos so people get an idea. But it freezes and thaws. Look at it, 34, it's raining, then it freezes at night. And the next day it thaws out and it snows and it's freezing at night. Then it's sunny, it's 40, it freezes at night. It's 39, it's 27, it goes on and on all winter. So when you build something or you pour something, you gotta build it according to the weather in your area. So now you see my weather and you see why I build the way I build. I see people sometimes build over old sidewalks. They lay, you can't do that here. Because sometimes it freezes so bad, it'll go 6 feet deep. It depends on a winter. So I use this stuff. It's a lot. It's called, the company's name is Key Products, Louisville, Kentucky. Key Lock. I don't know what it is. I can't read it that good. but I use it a lot because I don't want to run around with one of these things all the time, especially when I'm the only mason on the job. I like to partition everything off. I know it's going to crack there. I never have problems. You buy the stakes with it, you put it in. You buy these at any brick company. Sometimes the block companies have it. What I use to cut the metal with is, this is a Porter Gable, but I like DeWalt because DeWalt is like the Chevy of all it, and I could go to Lowe's or Home Depot and buy it. That's the cutting tool. I have a little affiliate site. Check it in the description box. I show you the tools I use. But you can buy them anywhere, almost any hardware store. This I'd use for this. Anything that works, that's what I say. I hope you pick something up from these videos as I'm going a little at a time. Thanks for watching. I'm Mike Haduck. Until next time.